All right, you lot, don't forget to give us a follow on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating. Trust me, it really does help us out. Driver of the year.
Oh, we're going straight in at the defense.
Wow.
We're going straight in.
No audience retention here.
Straight in. No. Look, we've got some cracking categories.
Yeah, to be honest, we've got some better awards.
Trust me.
Driver of the season. I've been there.
I love that you're still wearing the top hat as well.
Yeah, I low-key forgot that it was on, but we moved.
So we've got a few. Put the call out on my YouTube community last night actually to get some recommendations. We'll get some audience recommendations, get some of yours as well, and then we'll come to a democratic decision as to who should take the awards.
Yep.
Max Verstappen, of course, a name up there. Lando Norris.
The Drivers' World Champion.
Joe Guan Yu, Rookie of the Season. Only
Yeah,
rookie.
he's there.
Put himself in. What about you, boys? Any other names you're thinking Driver of the Year?
Um,
Fernando Alonso gets a shout. Low-key.
Latifi.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Nicholas
there's been so much press about Latifi. You can't fault the guy. Honestly,
Can't get away from it.
Also, the coffee, pretty banging.
PR dream. Anyone else?
I think that's pretty much it, though. Really.
Right, what we saying?
I mean, there is only 20 drivers to choose from, so.
How are we arguing anyone other than Max Verstappen? Nick De Vries, honourable mention.
And Nick De Vries, for 100% record.
I don't know if
you know what I mean.
I don't know if this category is going to come. Is there an underrated category coming up? Because
There is an underrated category.
Cool. I'll be quiet then.
There is an underrated category.
Daniel Ricciardo isn't winning that either.
No, he's not.
Driver of the year.
Max Verstappen.
Surely it's Max.
Lando. No, it's Lando Norris, mate.
Well, it's democracy, isn't it?
Look, listen. Just
the quadrant flag.
Now, I do understand.
I should probably choose Lando then as well.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. I understand that there may be bias here. But
We'd never buy. What are you talking about?
What? I'm willing to be.
biased.
I'm willing to be the devil's advocate here for this decision. Okay, Max Verstappen quite literally had a sensational season, won 15 Grand Prix. Best. Well, I think win ratio of anyone in Formula One history.
Yeah.
However, if we're looking at teammate versus teammate relations,
Don't need to shit on Daniel here. I mean,
but no, as well as just squeezing and extracting the most out of a car in the midfield, being so far clear, best of the rest. It's been some sensational performances. The only driver outside of a top 3 team that's got onto the podium this season, I think. Is that legitimate? There's only 7. There's only been 7 podiums. There's only been 7 podiums.
There's only been 7, yeah.
I feel like it's a strong case.
I think he's a very good second place under Max.
No, I don't hear it. No.
Well, democracy wins.
Congratulations.
Is that what it is? So also, break it down.
There's 3 of us.
Oh, this is unfair. This is unfair.
Your time will come.
Can you imagine if this is what would happen at the Oscars?
They just decided on the stage. Like, right, lads, let's bring it together.
Max Verstappen, you are driver of the year. Congratulations.
Just run us down the official reasons as to why he's the driver of the season for you guys.
Because he look at how many points he's got. Look how many wins he's got. Look at how many how little he crashed.
I'll give him that. He won some things.
And he got a medal at the very end.
Yeah, I don't even know how you get an F1 gold medal, but he did it. So
and he did also convincingly beat his teammate.
He did.
True. No, he did.
And ultimately, when you're going for the top step of the podium, there's that extra level of pressure and expectation, which you can't. The midfield is. I think as much as Lando did a great job, I think he's maybe a good mention for the next category. Most underrated driver of the year.
Ooh. See here, I'm putting in Nick De Vries.
Nick De Vries?
Yes, because technically he's a driver. He got points on his debut, and lo and behold, boys, some of the greatest of all time, what did they do? They got points on debut. And this is a guy who's gone to pretty much all F1 teams, had a seat in it, almost had a sniff at McLaren when Lando Norris had food poisoning. He literally got his overalls on the day off just to get his seat fit and everything. I think he's done amazing. That's where a rookie's really come in and just shown it. And to be
You're really flying this flag, aren't you?
Yeah, because I'm just preaching his case, and I think when you come in and you slap up a driver, it's not FE-ice either. But I think just Monza just really just showcased how good of a driver he's going to be, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do because just imagine me and Latifi. This random rookie comes in who has not done that much FP1 or FP2 sort of testing, as it were. I know he did one with another team, FP2, at was it Aston Martin? I think it was at Monza.
He's done all the
He's
Mercedes.
Oh, no,
literally every single
but
thing.
at the actual races, it was.
He's done
So
Aston Martin earlier
good.
that weekend.
But the fact that you had a complete rookie come in, driving a car that they're not used to whatsoever, and then be able to deliver points and properly slap him up, like Latifi must have been. So that's my vote.
You know what? I hear it for the pure mathematics, right?
Mathematics.
That he came in
Scotchy Red, mate.
Yeah, there's that energy drink from earlier. He had one race in Formula One this season, and it was good.
100%.
100%. It's like Sam
Records.
Allardyce, mate, as England manager. Comes in, one
You
game.
can never take
I have
that
no
away
idea
from
who
him.
that is, but yes.
He basically he came in to be England manager, had a scandal straight away,
Yeah.
then got sacked.
How soon ago was this?
Oh, this was ages ago. This was like 2010
Yeah.
or 11.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For
it's fine.
context of my football knowledge, I asked these guys earlier, is Peter Crouch was still playing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, if Sam Allardyce was England manager, he would be.
Is he playing podcasts? Yes, he is. But not that.
Okay, so I hear Nick de Vries. I want to put in a couple more names into
Go on
El
then.
Hat.
Introduce them to that.
What about Esteban Ocon? You know, how much do we really rate Esteban Ocon? You know, he beat
Fair.
Well, no,
Fernando Alonso technically this season points
again,
wise.
I think we need to clarify what underrated actually means.
Yeah.
It means how we rate them relative to what we think
Yeah.
the general
Public.
perception is.
Yeah,
of
like
the
your
driver.
expectation is here, and you went there, and
Who's
you
going
weren't
under the
expecting-
radar? Who's
Yeah.
doing bits but not getting noticed?
I don't feel like people ever talk about Esteban Ocon.
I
That's the reason I'm
agree.
putting
I
that
do
out
agree.
there.
Ocon, yeah, I feel like he always performs really well, but then because it's not like a big name or anything. I mean,
Big man.
say
I
that,
agree he's
but,
underrated.
Very tall man.
Yeah.
But will he be on this list? What about Zhou Guanyu? Alex
Yeah.
Albon?
No. No, I'm kidding.
What do you mean?
Alex Albon, I hear. Alex Albon. To be honest, Zhou Guanyu I hear as well, but I
Yeah.
do feel like a lot of people have been giving him praise
And Lando.
anyway this season. Yeah.
Lando, no, I wouldn't say underrated because we know him to be so good anyway. Because like previous seasons, he's got podiums and stuff. Even before I think the best clear case example was during COVID with Austria. You know, like that's where he was performing so well, and ever since then, he's just still been on this massive high.
The thing is, right,
Yeah.
Lando could have driven this year every bit as good as Max, and he would still, because he's in a McLaren that isn't at the level, he would still be where he is now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to make that argument for it, but also difficult to
think
argue
it's-
against because what hasn't he done right?
Yeah.
I think
What
it's
can he
more
do
because
more?
you look at what his last season was, and he's performing pretty much the exact same, which is still above board more than doing absolutely. But him in that car is working really well. I know he just complained that he doesn't feel comfortable in the car,
Yeah.
but I think because we've already had the expectation that he knows what he's doing and he can deliver podiums with that car on the right day, coming into this season, it's not been too much of a surprise that he's doing so well. But at the end of the day, you do got to admit to him that, like, yeah, you like to say, different gravy. He's so good.
I
at
do.
that.
I do like to say that.
Yeah. He
I'm-
really is gravy. I can't lie.
I'm thinking Lando Norris for most underrated driver of the season.
Of the season,
Because I'm not seeing him being spoken in the in the same breath
but
as
is-
Leclerc, Russell,
Okay, that's true. That is true.
and
'Cause
I feel
that's-
like he should be.
But I feel like a lot of that also came down to where the cars were, and that's you're right in that sense.
That's
Like,
what I
he's
mean.
not-
I'm talking about the driver. I'm trying to, which is impossible. This is why it's a debate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to
heated
think, like,
debate.
what more could Lando have done?
nothing. Yeah.
But
So
people do
why
rate
is he
him,
not in
though.
that conversation with Leclerc and Russell?
Okay, I do hear it.
All right, you know what? Then I'll go with you. I'll back you on this one,
I
Lando.
was going to back Nick de Vries, mate. I'm not even going to.
Well, you actually.
Yeah, I was going to maybe take Nick de Vries. Like, I gave Lando driver
The
of the
underrated
season.
driver of the year is Lando Norris.
Okay,
Official
all right,
confirmed.
fair enough.
Democracy wins. Yeah, I love that.
Shout
Right,
out,
applause everyone.
Shout out Sebastian Vettel as well. I feel
Nick
like he
de
goes under the
Vries,
radar a little
take a
bit.
bow. You'll slap them all up next season.
Yeah.